Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay. I'll say 1, you say 2, and all that stuff, okay?
Okay.
1,
2.
3.
Oh. Fuck, wait.
What the fuck?!
What the fuck is so strong?
You're fucking around.
But
My YouTube career is for real, god damn it.
okay. you sounded so mad. You were like, what the fuck? Okay. I'll stop now. I'm sorry.
Honey, let's shop for dildos.
Okay. Dildos are fun.
Babu,
Dildos are very
Chinta, Jelly.
Yeah.
It's your birthday today, honey.
It is. It is my birthday.
You're very old now. You're older than me, and that's terrible.
Yugs. Yeah.
You're like 26? Yeah.
Yeah. You're dating a MILF actually. I
yeah.
have a husband and children.
It's not. That's not a MILF. Is that a MILF? Do you have to be a mother to be a MILF?
Of course. That's why it's called Mother I Love to Fuck, right?
Yeah. Well, but she doesn't have to be a MILF. Like, it doesn't have to be a mother to be a MILF. I mean.
Well, true. True. I mean, I could be like a mother of cats and plants, and I could still be a MILF. That works,
okay.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know. Honey, let's shop for dildos. I don't want to talk about John Tron. I don't want to talk about political stuff at all. Let's just shop for dildos. That's what we were doing. I had to look for questions, too, because it's been 2 weeks. So there's like 2 weeks worth of questions that we haven't answered.
Yeah, you should do it. Give it.
Yeah. You just... How about you start naming me a bunch of dildos that we should buy for the sake... We should actually... Why are we shopping for dildos?
Because it's my birthday and I wanted to give something to myself. So I was like, fuck, if I have friends listening to this, they're gonna be like, holy shit. You know, it's my birthday, I want to go outside. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if there's like any adult shops around so I can buy myself like a huge dildo or something.
Yeah, and because you're an adult now. Like, you're a full-fledged alcoholic syndrome adult.
Yeah. And like, since weed is like legal here, it's like I could totally buy it for me and for anyone.
It's legal where you are, but it's not legal in your building, which is dumb.
I know, but it's fine. I could always just like, you know, smoke weed outside. But I'm not gonna do it. Yeah.
I want to get vapes. I want to get vapes.
Don't.
Why? Why are you so against me getting a vape? There's a vape shop like right down the street.
People who vape are losers, dude. Like
losers?
Like, shut up, they're losers, dude. They're so fucking lame. Like, have you ever seen them outside? Like, oh man.
But I want to try it. Like, I want to be like.
No, you're not gonna join the Vape Nation shit, man.
I want to be part of the Vape Nation.
No, you're not part of the Vape Nation.
I'm part of the Vape Nation. I'm Mexican, so instantaneously just part of the Vape Nation.
So all Mexicans are part of the Vape Nation?
Well, no, Mexicans are usually alcoholics. All Catholics and Mexicans are alcoholics.
Oh my god, this dildo is the shape of anal beads. So it's like a long stick with anal beads. And I'm assuming you're supposed... Oh god, okay, yeah, you're supposed to put it in your asshole. Jesus fucking Christ.
That sounds like a magical wand you would find in Harry Potter.
Oh man, we need more like Harry Potter smut. Like, I want like... Oh my god.
No, you don't.
There is... Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I want Daniel Radcliffe to fuck me. He's really hot, okay? Really
I don't know anyone in that stupid movie. All I know is that they're underage, and I don't want any of them in my sight.
Well, if you watch the older movies, then of course they're underage. But if you watch the new ones, then it's fine.
But they're still underage when they're older. They're like, what? When does the story end? When they're 16 or 17?
50.
No, what the what?
I don't know. I think they're in their 20s actually.
They're in their 20s and they're still in Hogwarts? Is it like a hybrid of like a college and a high school or something?
I don't know. I love Harry Potter, but I haven't actually got into it for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
My Mary shit is
like I know there's a giant extensive universe in Harry Potter, but like there are some things that I just had to question myself, like what happens after Hogwarts? Do you just fucking live in society, or is there other colleges you can extend your magic on or whatever?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, actually,
there is.
Have you ever? Did you take the quiz, the official Harry Potter quiz? The official one, though.
The official one? No, I haven't. Oh wait, no, I think I did. I can't remember which one I got, because it was like 2 years ago.
Because there's one like for your Patronus, and there's one for the houses. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a new one where you can actually get like dragon shit. But I don't know. I might be pulling it out of my ass, just like this dildo I'm about to buy. Oh my god! So no, you should read the I'm sorry. You should read the comments for this one. It's like, you know, when you buy a sex toy, you imagine like people will like comment like really well. It's like, oh, the quality is really good. Does it smell? But this lady literally just types yes. Yes, yes, and that's all her fucking comment is.
Wow.
It's just yes. It's like she was doing it while she was commenting, and that's fucking gross.
How do we get from Harry Potter back to dildos now?
Because I'm still buying one of it. I want one.
When I looked up like what my house was on the official, like, I don't know, what is it, the sorting hat thing, right?
Yeah.
It told me I'm a Gryffindor, so I'm an honest man. Yeah.
No, you're just a loser.
I'm an honest man!
You're a loser! I usually get Slytherin, I don't know why. I feel like
you're a slithering asshole, that's why.
I was this close to saying, how about you slither in my asshole, but then I was like, oh wait, never mind, that's gross.
What if your penis was just a snake?
What if penises were like vaginas, but like, do you know what a rafflesia flower is?
No.
Google it. So what happens is like, vaginas were like that instead of normal vaginas. Like, would you still fuck people though?
What was it?
A rafflesia.
Araflacia? What the fuck is that?
Oh wait, let me give you a photo.
How about you spell it for me, Arafucker?
Why are you so mean to me?
Why you always lie?
Gustavo was a really abusive boyfriend. He always tells me to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up!
No. I won't bow down to the patriarchy. Oh,
so,
dude,
holy shit.
Yeah.
So, like, my video of me telling everyone that my computer, my PC was about to die, apparently it got demonetized.
Why?
Because it's not advertiser friendly.
Why?
I don't know. They never messaged me about this.
So YouTube can do that? They can just demonetize you?
Yeah. I don't know what
you
about
ask for donations and shit.
Yeah, but like, what about my video was not advertiser friendly? All I did was talk about how my PC was dying.
They were like, "Oh, you have problems? Nope, we can't have that. YouTubers can't have problems. You have to be picture perfect, just like PewDiePie.
You gotta be like a celebrity, okay? None of this drama.
None of this poor bullshit. We can't have that on YouTube.
If you have drama, you have to start it with someone else. You can't have internal drama.
Internal drama? That sounds like a mental health thing, dude.
No.
Aw, it's okay. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. My PC, however.
No, dude, you just gotta like save money or something. Get like a new PC, like a really good one. I was looking at like I really love looking into like computers and new tech. So like there was this really cool computer. Cause like I've always wanted a Mac, but because of Mac, but because of how lightweight it is. It's so fucking light.
I don't like
Macs.
Macs.
So fucking sleek. I know, like, but the design though.
I already thought about, like, if I were to get a new PC, what would I get? Would it be a desktop or would it be a laptop? And I honestly do want a desktop because I just don't feel like laptops are fit for editing film and such. So, and
yeah.
if I were to get like a new computer, would it be a PC or a Mac? And immediately I just went for PC because I know they're cheaper and Macs are just, they're not.
Of course, but like I was looking the other day, I just wanted something sleek. That's all I want to do. So I looked up, and there were some really new, like, cool computers that were like that. You know, like HP has this one which is called the 360 Spectre, and the one that they use for their like advertisement was gold in color, and it looks really fucking good. It's like it's called a 360 because you can turn it around 360, like literally. But it's not like the Surface Pro where you could pop the head off, but it's still really cool because you could just spin your computer and it would become like a tablet and stuff like that.
I mean, honestly,
so
I just always thought Macs were just like all show but no play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All they are is just like flashy exteriors, but they don't really do much inside. Okay, like they're powerful computers, but I feel like they're very limited. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased.
Well, I mean, it depends, because I think like Macs should only be used by designers or business-oriented people who just want fast things, you know?
Yeah.
Windows is not designed for stuff like that. It's for more complex things, you know, like, you know, if you're actually into the system and stuff like that, you could just actually try to figure out stuff like that. I don't know. But to me, it's like, if you use a Mac, you're more business or fast-oriented. You just want things to be like in a click of a button. Because that's how Macs were designed, you know? To be user-friendly, even though they're not really. I don't think they're user-friendly, but, you know, it's user-friendly for people who don't know how to use computers. So anyone who doesn't know how to use computers can use a Mac. Yeah, I mean, that's in my opinion. But me saying that though, I still don't know how to use a Mac as well, because they're really hard for me since I've been using Windows for years now. Like the other day I was using my sister's like Mac, and she was like when you touch the touchpad and stuff, it was like moving from screen to screen. I was like, what the fuck? I want Windows to do that. That's so fucking cool. So you don't have to have like so many fucking tabs and shit. You could just move your screen, you know, left to right, left to right. I mean, you can still have tabs, but you can move all your programs and stuff. So you don't have to like minimize or like do whatever.
You can do that with Windows.
Yeah, but I don't know how. Like no, it's like you literally just do like a 3-finger touch thing, and then it sways to the left, and then another thing comes out. It's like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you like using a touchpad, Macs are pretty good. I don't use my touchpad, so I have like a mouse. Because my touchpad's like a piece of shit.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is that my computer's dying. A lot of people are saying it's because of the RAM. And I agree, because my RAM isn't actually stuck on the computer like conventional RAMs are. Like, you know, the fan for the RAM or whatever, right?
Yeah.
There's no like adhesive on it at all. And the little lever that's supposed to keep it there is broken. So I have to, by default, have my computer on its side so the fucking CPU can stay in there.
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
It's a piece of shit. Honey, it's been here. It's been in my life for like 8 years, this thing.
Jesus Christ.
This thing is old. And I know a lot of people are telling me, hey, why don't you just get new parts? Which is a very simple solution to it, and I can. But I already evaluated this with my cousin, and he said, yeah, it's either you get new parts and have it survive for maybe another year, right? Or you could just get a new desktop, which is like the cheaper alternative. Like, which is so fucky to hear from him, to hear that getting parts for this is more expensive than just getting a new desktop.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like that's what I feel like you should do, cause like if that's like if you had a car and it's like a good car, right? You've been using it for 8 years, and it's a great car, but it's dying, right? So if fixing it and getting new parts is probably going to cost you more than just getting a new car. That's what my friend has. Like he has this problem where he has a really, it's not shit, but it's still pretty good, but it's pretty shit in the inside, but it just looks good. And according to him, it's like he was selling his car because he realized that fixing the car and giving new pieces is just gonna make it worse, because it's like a really shitty car. Like the person who got it was like a conservative who like just fucking put shit all over his car. So his car has a lot of parts that does not work for his car at all. It just makes it loud and annoying and obnoxious, but not powerful at all. So the car is pretty shit. It just sounds really rough and raw, and that's the only good thing about the car.
I always wish I was a handyman.
Me too. I just wish that I knew a lot about computers and stuff, so that I don't have to find other people to help me fix it, you know?
Yeah, but like I heard advice from like a teacher, which was there's no shame in just admitting you don't know what the fuck you're doing and just hiring someone to do it for you. Like okay, you can everybody has the means to fix their own toilet or to fix their electricity stuff, their circuitry and whatever. Everybody has the means to do that, but they don't necessarily have the knowledge. And it's fine that you don't have the knowledge. Just don't be stupid about it and like break it even more than it is. You know, like there's a bunch of people who are so damned about not hiring someone to fix their electricity or their plumbing that they'll just fix it themselves and they just make it worse, or they just don't fix it at all.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, I know those people. So I've always so ever since I got here, this is like a really personal story, but ever since I got here, like there are some things that like Americans like to joke about, which I don't really get, and you guys like to do this like history joke thing. So sometimes it's like I feel really dumb when I don't get the joke because everyone's laughing, and I'm just like, ah, shit, I know that's an American history joke because they just mentioned some white guy's name or something, and I'm just like, fuck, I don't know this. And like at first I was like always so shy and like, you know, just like laugh and pretend like I knew what they were talking about. But after a while it really got to me, and nowadays every time they do you know, like I hear like a joke I don't get, like an American history joke, and everyone's laughing, I just instantly go like, oh, what's that? Because I really want to understand, you know?
I mean, nobody can blame you for that. You're not from America. So it's like,
exactly, and that's why I feel like me asking and like wanting to figure out and wanting to know is like a good way of me trying to understand you guys' culture, you know?
Yeah.
Just makes me feel like I'm more like accepting towards it instead of being like a dumb blonde, you know, or whatever, and just be like, ah, I totally understand that, even though I clearly don't.
Bubble, who's the worst president ever?
Oh. You.
Oh!
Do you think the world would be better if you were the president? I don't
No.
Think so. I like how you were just like, it's like, no.
Oh.
You're just like, no. Oh, by the way, I sent you the Rafflesia photo on Discord, and that's what I was talking about. Like, if vaginas looked like that, would you still fuck it?
Oh, fuck, now I have to go to Discord.
Go to Discord. It's
by the way, the answer to the worst president ever is Andrew Jackson, because fuck him.
Why?
He killed all the Native Americans.
Oh.
We could have had something.
I thought you
this
said
motherfucker.
You to be political.
Oh. Well, that's historical. It's not political. Fuck him. He's dead.
Oh.
He's been dead for like 200 years, so it's whatever.
Yeah, let's just forget the old man. He did a bad
Wow.
thing, you know?
Look at that giant flower.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't like that at all. There's no space. There's too much space is what I'm saying. There's too much. It's like...
No, but what happens if it sucks on you, on your penis like a vacuum instead of just being open, like, it's just gonna like suck your dick like a vacuum.
It's like my penis is a pedestal and your vagina is a mortar. Jesus. A mortar and pedestal is like grinding something up. It's a kitty cat.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. You're gonna
Fuck that cat.
Hi. Hi. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You.
And now it's time for questions.
Yeah.
This is a good transition.
While I pet this kitty.
Okay. So I have I have a few questions that were directed towards you that we never actually addressed. So
sure.
I think it's proper time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 1 is from Honey Fox.
Yeah.
How much chill is... Oh, how much chill? No. How much chili is too much chili?
How much chili is too much chili? When you shit your fucking lungs out, then there's too much chili. Dude, I've eaten like a lot of chili in my life, and I haven't gotten like the satisfaction of actually like, you know how people joke around that if you eat Mexican food you're gonna poop your fucking lungs out? Yeah, I've eaten Mexican food and stuff like that, but I've never like actually pooped my lungs out and stuff like that. And I want to taste something that will fucking kill me, dude.
Why?
Cause yeah, why not, you know? YOLO. Okay, I'm never gonna say that, shoot me. It's fucking gross. But seriously though, it's like I've always wanted to try something fucking spicy. I've only had that experience once, I guess, kinda ish, I don't know. Cause I eat Thai food and they added like a lot of chili. And you know what's the funny thing? It's like whenever my friends order from me, they're always like, so there's one time I wanted Thai food and then my friend was ordering on the phone and he was like talking to the lady. She's like, oh, okay, so this one's really spicy, by the way. And he's like, yeah, I know. And she's like, okay, so how spicy do you want it to be? And he was like, as spicy as he can get. And the lady sounded really concerned. She's like, as spicy as it's gonna be really spicy. And then he was like, yep, I know. And she was like really fucking concerned. She was like, are you sure you want it to be that spicy? Because it's really spicy. And he was like, yep. That's what I want. And then she was like, oh, okay. And then like when it got here and I ate it, I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And then my friends tried it and they started crying, and I was the only one that was like, oh shit, I guess it is spicy, but it's not that spicy. Like,
well,
I just like how she was like so concerned. Yeah.
I think you have like some sort of immunity that most people do, where their tongues are immune but their anuses aren't.
Yeah, because when I eat spicy food and it gets really, really bad, then my anuses are like, why?
¿Por qué?
What
What were you eating?
Thai food?
Oh,
it
yeah,
was,
Thai.
Like, rice.
Yeah.
Rice is like beef. Really good.
Those people are pretty crazy with their spices. Americans are crazier with their spice than anything else because Americans don't really know how to make spicy stuff taste good. So they just make it really spicy where it's just painful.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. I like it when spicy is mixed with flavor. That's what I enjoy.
That's the same as me, but my mom has always taught me that good food is food that burns you when you first eat it. I know it sounds weird, but it's just a cultural thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like for my culture, it's like most of the food is like is either sweet, salty, or spicy. And I just love the spicy parts of my food.
Yeah. All right, we've been hanging on to this question for a long time. So next question. No, it's fine. Next question is from Ember Fight on Twitter. What inspired you to choose the name Jelly King? I imagine that some jellyfish were involved.
Okay. So that's like a personal story. So there was one time in my life, or during high school, we had this camping trip, right? So I was part of this students council club. So what we do is like we would talk, instead of teachers talking to students, be like, I care about your feelings. It was like students doing that instead. So we had this one year where we were like other students could join even though they weren't part of the student council club. It was really fun because I dragged all my friends. And then when we were at the beach, it was like during the sunset. The water was nice and cold. And it wasn't cold, but it was like warm, but still not too warm, if you get what I mean. And then like we were all digging around, just playing stuff and something like that. And I had a shirt, and this shirt gets really, really fucking long and stretchy when it's in the water, and I don't know why, but it was a really nice shirt. And So I could stretch it all the way down to my legs. And then, like, I would just look like a ball, and that's what I was doing. I was, like, telling my friends, guys,
oh, I get
me.
you. Actually, yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, and then my friends are like, holy shit, you look like a jellyfish. And then I thought it was funny, because, like, you know, I actually felt like one. I love the ocean. I can't swim, though, but I do love the ocean. I really do.
I gotta teach you. I
know, you gotta teach me someday. Like, I can't ride a bike. I can't swim. I don't even know how to fly a plane. Like, if an apocalypse happened, I'll be the first one to fucking die, dude. Like, no chill. Like, literally, yeah.
It's funny because I just learned about a story while I was at my brother's wedding last week. How my brother had no clue how to swim before he joined the Navy.
Seriously?
Yeah. He had no clue. So he invited his best man, his friend, right, to teach him. The very night before they went to the Navy, he taught him how to swim. The very night before they joined, which was awesome. That's a really that's some perseverance right there.
Yeah, it's not easy because I've actually tried teaching myself. Like, I know how to float, but that's it.
It's well, if you know how to float, then you know how to swim, really.
Yeah, that's why everyone tells me. It's like, you know how to float? And I'm like, yeah. Then
how do you know? Wait.
I'm like,
how do you know how to float? Do you know how to float on your back, or do you know how to actually float? Oh, well.
On my back, but I don't swim at all.
Yeah, if you can do it not standing up, but like stationary, not on your back, then you're pretty much good. Trust me, the stationary floating is really like difficult because you have to be calm about it. You can't just like panic. If you start panicking, then you become heavier and you just start sinking. You just actually have to be calm. You have to trust your own body in its natural buoyancy, which is difficult.
Jesus Christ. That's so scary though, because like I've drowned once, you know.
Yeah, but you'll be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only reason why I don't understand is because like I'm kind of like scared of the water. And that's the funny thing is I love the ocean, I love water, and I love sea animals.
No, well the thing is, the thing that fascinates me about your love of the ocean isn't the fact that you don't know how to swim. It's the fact that you like sea creatures, but you hate bugs. But sea creatures are like the bugs of the ocean. Yeah. They're so disgusting. Fucking jellyfish are disgusting.
I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like this jellyfish is like an egg jelly, and it literally looks like an egg. Like an egg jellyfish, like an egg swimming in the sea. There's also another one, it's called the Darth Vader jellyfish, which is also pretty cool.
Yeah. You know a lot about jellyfish, which is awesome. I always love that about you.
Oh, hey. Yay.
One of my favorite jellyfish is the Man of War.
Yeah, the Man of War is fucking rad.
That is like an alien creature.
That's literally like an alien creature. That's the kind of shit you would see in like a horror sci-fi movie. I don't know. You know. Yeah. Jesus
anyways,
Christ,
my aunt was stung by a jellyfish, so that's cool. Anyways, let's move on to the next.
What the fuck? Is she alive?
Oh, she's fine. She got stung real fucked up though. Like it was a really shitty thing because we were on a trip to the beach, and it was like, oh cool, we're finally at the beach. We haven't been to the beach in a long time. It's summer, whatever. So we were there for like 10 minutes, and then my aunt was in the water, and then she was like reporting how she had pain in her thigh, and we pulled her out. It turned out she got stung by a jellyfish, and there was this big red spot where she got stung, and immediately after that we just had to leave.
Wow,
because we had to tend to her wounds.
That's, you know, the thing about jellyfish is, right, when they sting you, right, the reason why it hurts is because those little tentacles has tiny little fucking needles that project an amount of poison, and that's why it hurts when you get stung, even though it looks like it's like you're getting stung by a plastic bag, because those little like tiny needles activate when you touch them, so that's why it's like fucking horrible just touching them. That's
just like this little plant.
I think the cat wants to go out because he's like playing with the trash bag. 1 second. Okay, I'm back.
So that's just like this one plant. It's literally, it looks like just any normal leaf, right? Not a leaf, but like a what's it called? Just like a plant stem, right?
Yeah.
So it just looks like any normal plant stem, but The thing is, it is the most painful thing in the world to touch, just for a fraction of a second. So, like, there's this video of this guy going up to, like, this... I don't remember what the name is called, but there's this guy who just goes up to this plant, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna take my glove off. I'm just gonna touch it, like, tap it. And when he tapped it, just tap, and just, oh, yeah, that stings. Oh, word. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, ooh. And it just... It numbed his entire arm.
Jesus.
It's just one little tap with his fingertip, and it was gone. He was dead. No, he wasn't dead.
He was dead. Oh, okay.
He's not dead.
I didn't don't say that. I was like, holy shit.
It was an exaggeration of the pain he had. It's just, he was like, it was terrible. There was no way to remove it either, because it was these tiny little needles that were just stuck on his finger, and they're poisonous. It was terrible. Anyways, let's move on to the next question.
Oh, okay.
We got 2 more to go.
Okay.
I like how each question is like 10 minutes long. I like it.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I've always really liked that. So I could extend how much money I make this video.
Oh.
Anyways, so we got that. There was somebody else. Oh, wait, I asked you 2 questions directly to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got 2 more questions that are not directed to you, but I figured that if you're here, we might as well answer them. Okay. So, one of them, if I could just fucking find it. All right. Next question is from Jumpy. Jumpy, I think, is some other guy, actually. He always asks questions, but I see you. He changed his username. Anyways, his question was directly to me, but we could both answer it. I know you dislike sci-fi stuff, but what are your thoughts on time travel stories?
Oh God.
I don't like them. I don't. So I hate sci-fi stories in general, but when it comes to time travel stuff, it's really tricky when they're done really well or callously, like very cavalier. They don't care about what the fuck happens with the timeline and stuff, and they don't care about continuity. Then I'm fine with it if they can pull it off. It's like having a suit, right? When you have a suit that doesn't really look all that great, but you pull it off because you're very confident about yourself, then it looks fantastic. That's the same thing with time travel stories. If you pull it off and you do it with style, then it's fantastic. But other than that, most of the time people are just very bad at it. I think the biggest criminal, which is like, a lot of people are probably going to give me flack, or they're just going to scratch their heads when I say this, but the biggest criminal of that would be Dragon Ball Z. Because they literally have one arc where Vegeta, one of the main characters, son, goes back in time from his future to try and stop some androids, which is like, fine, whatever, it's a simple story. But then in Dragon Ball Super, he does it again to not stop androids, but to stop something else, and then they just go back in time and go forward in time, and it's just like, stop doing that. It's so dumb.
So they're doing that the whole entire show?
They just do that for like a whole season. It's like
kind of annoying.
It's really annoying. I think I like the idea of going back to the past, Samurai Jack, but I don't know. Unless what you mean by time travel stories is like Samurai Jack, where he just goes to the future and he stays there, and his only objective is to go back to the past, then that's fine, because it barely has anything to do with time travel.
What about Infinite 8?
Oh my god, I love Infinite 8. As much as I hate it, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know what was it called Infinite 8? Endless. Oh, yeah, it was Endless 8. Endless 8. So if you guys don't know, Haruhi Suzumiya had 8 episodes called Endless 8, where it was just Haruhi and her friends all going, having their fun adventure time during their summer. The high school kids just having a bunch of summertime fun. And then it's like, oh, okay, cool, it's over. But then in the second episode, we find out that they've been repeating the same summer for nearly 3,000 years or something like that. They just never noticed because Haruhi has been having so much fun, and so when the end of the summer comes, they repeat the same summer all over again, but with tiny little differences. You know? Like, one day they'll go to a festival, and in this festival, Haruhi had a yellow dress, but in the next timeline, they had a red dress. It's like, it's so fucking awesome. As much as I hated Endless 8 for using up 8 fucking episodes, I still liked it a lot.
And I remember when we were watching it, like, both of us were, like, really depressed watching it. we were like, like, we were, like, lying on the bed and both of us were just watching, just like, oh god.
No,
Jesus, why?
like,
why are we...
you were playing with your... You go ahead.
You were, like, telling me, like, you sure you want to watch it? And then you know how cocky I can be? I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll just watch it. Oh, it sounds fun. And then, like, by the 5th episode, both of you and I were just like, no, we should stop. But I really wanted to know, like, what was gonna happen. And it was the same fucking episode, like, for 5 fucking episodes. Like, I was like, there's 8 of this?
There's some insanity putting to that anime, because it's like, holy fucking shit. All 8 episodes were the same episode. However, the voice actors had to do their lines 8 different times. The animation was different 8 different times. There were different dialogue, like a few of the dialogue things changed here and then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of it was different. They animated it all differently, but it was the same episode.
It was the same fucking episode. Like, can you imagine being in an animation company, having to draw the same fucking episode 8 times? I don't know, like, one episode probably took like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you gotta do that for 8 times. Oh my god, like, that's like a whole year or whatever, doing that, just that fucking arc of the story. Like, how do you not want to kill yourself?
It's pretty
like,
genius, though.
I know, but I don't know, it's like, half of me feels like, wow, this is amazing, this is some beautiful art shit. But then the other half of me is like, this is crap. But I love it still. Like,
we were waiting for 6 years for new episodes of Haruhi, and we got 8 of the same episodes.
8.
8. It was dumb.
It's fucking dumb.
It's funny because when we were watching it, you were like playing with your phone, and I was like checking my email and shit.
Yeah, because it's the same shit going on. And then, like,
didn't care.
I can't believe I was so naive. I was like, yeah, I'll just watch 8 episodes. I can do that. Because the way you were saying it makes it sound like I couldn't. And then I was like, you know what, fuck you. I'm gonna do it anyway. You know, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I can do it. But then after the 5th episode, I was just like, you know what, you're right. This is bad. This is weird.
But we still watch all of them, though.
Yeah, we still watch all of them, though. It was a suicidal pact. I'm glad that we finished it, though.
Yeah.
So now
we could talk shit about it.
Yeah, and I can wear those badges and shit where it's like, I survived Endless 8. Because I did.
Yeah. What was the original question? Oh yeah, time travel. So what do you think about time travel stories?
Time traveling is awesome.
Oh yeah. I can't even talk about it because I know something you know that I can't talk about because you told me.
Why?
Your spoilers.
The spoilers?
Yeah, you told me about. Well, I'm gonna cut this out probably. But you were talking about like how in. I'm gonna cut the. Yeah, to forget.
Oh, right. All the time travel. Yeah, time traveling is hard, and it's not an easy thing to do. Even in my story, it's like the way I designed it was that even though it was mostly about time traveling, it wouldn't be too difficult for me to imagine how it's gonna go. Because, I don't know, there's also a part of me that's like, hey, I should just pull in Araki and just make people just adjust to whatever that's going on and accept it, right? But pulling in Araki is really hard. Because that guy's mastered it for like, I don't know, 50 years. How old is that guy? 70?
Oh yeah, he's like 55.
Oh, okay. But he looks like he's like 20.
Yeah, I know.
Araki Araki never ages. See, this is why you need to become a comic artist so that you can live the vampire life.
Do you think he actually based the stone mask on like his real personal life?
I would imagine so. I mean, you want to draw something you're related to.
Maybe that's why he's always in his office, to stay away from the sunlight.
Maybe he's the true deal.
I love gifts. Anything relating to Araki, like any gifts or like memes around him are just always funny. Like
about his age and stuff.
Like there's this one where you didn't show me, but I saw on your Twitter. It was like Rohan checks into Araki's face to see what his memories are, and it's just like, I don't remember.
yeah. That was really funny.
Yeah, I love Araki, but goddamn.
He doesn't remember everything he does though, so that's why it's funny.
Well, yeah. Oh, we should probably move on. So my final answer is, if you could do time travel stories really well, I would like it a lot. If you don't, then I don't care. It's just shit.
Are you saying just like not like Back to the Future because that's like overdone by everyone?
I don't know. Yeah, time travel is overdone, but like if you can do it in an interesting way, or like if you do it in like a psychological way, where there's this one story, I think it was from like this very famous book, but like there's this one story where this guy goes to the future, but like goes into like 3 million years into the future, and it's like, oh fucking, it's so weird. The future's so fucked up and stuff. I loved it.
Jesus.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my answer. What's your final answer?
My final answer would be, time traveling stories are amazing, I love it, but if you're just doing it Back to the Future style, then you're boring and uncreative. Because that's already been done 3 times by the same fucking franchise.
Wow.
So don't do it.
Alright.
Or you could do it like Rick and Morty style. Yeah.
Okay, this guy, his name is Avery Satos? Whatever. His question is, favorite game? Why? What traits make this game awesome to you? I know my answer. You could answer it. I've been talking too much.
Oh boy.
I've been talking too much. You answer it this time.
My favorite game? Oh, Jesus.
I know your favorite game.
What's my favorite game?
Harvest Moon.
No, what the fuck?
Well, you like Harvest Moon.
I love Harvest Moon, but that's not my favorite game.
Oh.
Yeah, I love playing games, but because I draw for a living, no, I'm just kidding. I just draw all the time, that I don't manage to finish all of them. Yeah. But I played a lot of games in my life. But the one that ow! What the fuck? Why would you bite me?
Never heard of that
game. Ow! Stop! Ow! Stop! Sorry, what the? Stop!
Smack him.
Sorry, the cat. No!
I smacked my cat.
Bat. No, you shouldn't smack your cats, because you remember that. Okay. My favorite game, honestly, and this is gonna sound weird for a person who doesn't really like sci-fi, but I do like sci-fi. Like, I like sci-fi when it's simple, not like, oh my god, look at all this technology shit that I'm gonna imagine that no one's gonna understand, but I'm a director, I know what it is.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, my favorite game that I finished is this one, was it remember the game that I talked about? There was on the Game Boy that I played it. Was it a Mega Man game?
Harvest Moon?
Would you start with the Harvest Moon shit?
I thought it was Harvest Moon.
No, it's not. It was a Mega Man game.
Mega Man X?
Yeah. Oh my god. It was that game where it was, or was it a Mega Man game? I think it was. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. It was the one where you like they have this like world, and then like you go into the world, and it was like pixels and stuff like that. Remember we talked about this, and then we were both trying to figure out which game I was talking about, because it was
well,
like
we're trying to figure out now.
Yeah, it's like an a RPG Mega Man game instead of an actual Mega Man game.
Oh, you're talking about fucking Battle Network.
Yeah. Is it? I think.
Yeah, Mega Man Battle Network. It was like where he's on a grid, and he fights people on a grid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look it up. Look it up.
Yeah. Battle Network. Like, I know this is gonna sound. That's why I really like Hearthstone, because that was the first game that I was like, fuck, this is really cool. That's why I really love strategy games. I really do. I feel like if you really figure out how to play the game, you're gonna be a god at it. And I was pretty good at it, so I finished the game really fast. And I don't usually do that. I take a while to finish games, because I'm not the best at games, but I do love video games though. And that was like the first game that I've ever finished when I was a kid, and I thought it was amazing. The story was good, the pixels were great, the music was phenomenal. Like, you fall in love with the characters. There are arcs in the story where you figure out things about your friends and stuff like that. Like, how would you not like this game? It's perfect. And honest to God, I would fucking play it again, because that game was amazing. You should there was, it also, oh my God, now that reminds me of it. There was one time where you get to go to like the aquarium, and just those tiny little pixels of like the fish and everything, like, that was just awesome. Like, this game is amazing. Like, it is like my perfect RPG game, like, ever. It's so good. Shut up! Yeah, I'm an artist. It is so good. Like, everyone should play it. Like, I know people will be like, oh, this is such a childish game, whatever. But I thought it was fucking good, you know.
I remember. I remember when Battle Network came out. I was like, oh, this isn't Mega Man. We had the fucking grids and shit. It's like a card battle. Whatever. I'm not gonna play it. But I was always interested in that game, because I do like I love RPG strategy shit a lot.
I do. Yeah, me too.
Like, that's why I was so addicted to Fire Emblem when it came out. Fire Emblem Awakening, when that shit came out. Because I remember there was this one night where I drank some energy drink, like some 5-hour energy drink, because I was painting a house at the time. And when I was finished, I was like, you know, I don't even feel energized at all. It just kind of felt weird. And that night, I stayed up the entire night. I was up all fucking night. I don't know why, because it was my first time drinking an energy drink, probably. But I was up the entire night, and I was like, okay, fucking what do I do now? So I just played Fire Emblem for like all night. It was awesome. I love that fucking game.
Oh man, I have it. I should finish playing it.
Well, you have
man,
the
I really
second
want to
one.
play Battle Network again, because that game is fucking awesome. I really liked it.
They still make sequels for Battle Network.
They do?
I think they do.
Fuck.
I mean, they made like 20 different sequels for that game. I'm assuming they still make them.
Jesus, I want to play all of them, because the fucking sprite work is amazing in that game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm looking at this one. It's the Network 5. Whoa, this one looks so cool.
Was it for the DS or the 3DS?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It
I'm just
should
looking at
say.
images. I'm just looking at images.
Okay.
It's so cool, honey. I just love games that have grids and stuff, and then they're like, that's why I really got into it.
Then you would absolutely love Final Fantasy Tactics. Look it up. I think you would
Final
absolutely
Fantasy
love that game.
Tactics.
Because in there, it's pretty much like Battle Network and like Fire Emblem, except you can choose classes, you can choose these awesome characters.
This looks awesome.
It's really fucking rad. I love Final Fantasy Tactics so much.
Jesus Christ, this is awesome. Oh, now I want it. I should finish like I bought like Pokemon. What was the newest one? Z? What? Whatever. Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, right? I bought Moon, and I haven't played it yet because I know everything about the game, so why play it?
You and I haven't played that game because they revealed every Pokemon. I was like, what's the point then?
Yeah, what's the point? Because that was the purpose of me playing Pokemon. It's like, I want to know all the new Pokés. But now it's like, right before the game like got released, like, you already knew like the legendaries and shit. It's like, what's the point of playing it if you're already telling us like what every fucking Pokemon we can get? Then it's good. You know what's the sucky part about this? Because when I play Pokemon, I want to find a new one, and then I'm like, oh, I want that to be my main, and then you want to put it into your team and stuff like that, you know. So you're gonna try to figure out which one you like. You actually get to know the Pokemon, you know. That's what I like. But now I know what the Pokemon is, so I'm now shopping for it. You know, if you get what I mean. I'm just playing the game, and I'm just like, wow, this one's pretty, so I guess I'm just gonna get it, you know.
Yeah, and that was me going into Sun and Moon. That was me going into Sun and Moon. I was like, oh, well, you know, last generation I was spoiled because it came out for Japan for a while, and then it came out for America. So, you know, when the Japanese got it, they basically exploited everything, and they just showed everyone, like, what the Pokemon looked like. And I was like, okay, well, I'm spoiled now, so whatever. But this time, Sun and Moon, not gonna see anything unless it's official. And everything was official.
And everything was official. Well, they were like, look at this new Pokemon. It's so cute.
So
it's
what
like,
I'm doing now,
the fuck up.
What I'm doing now is just I'm waiting till I forget everything, and then I want to buy it.
I have it, and I'm only gonna play it one day where I'm like, hey, I can barely remember all the Pokemon, so I'm just gonna play it. Yeah. You know? And I also have that other game. What was it called? Fire was it a Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem, yeah. It was a Fire Awakening. It's one of the other ones.
Okay. Oh, speaking of which, I should go out and buy myself a game that I've always wanted to get today since it's my birthday.
Yeah.
Should get like, I don't know, should get something for myself, like a good game, you know? Like I have Super Mario Bros. 2. I can't remember which one, but I have that one and I really want to finish it.
We should get a game to play co-op with.
We should. I think our co-op is like really good. Like we don't record ourselves when we play games, but holy shit, it's fucking hilarious because we're stupid.
I had stressful situations. I had little patience for you when we were playing that one puzzle game. I can't remember what it was called, but as soon as I find it, it's gonna be right there on the screen. But damn. Anyways.
It was really good though, like.
It was.
No, but you fucked up too, okay? Like I told you. I was like, okay, honey, you have to make the color purple or something, right? Or orange, I can't remember.
It was orange. I don't know.
Yeah,
orange.
Yeah, it was orange, and then you were like, okay, got it. I'll just pull red and blue. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, wait, what? Red and blue? And then I fucking dropped. We had 5 seconds. There was a chance of survival, but you don't know your fucking colors. You
don't know your left from your right. I told you. Okay, hey, go left. And then you're like, where's left? It's right. It's like I've never met anyone who had bad internal mapping as you do.
Honestly, I have bad mapping when it comes outside too. Like going to school, if I don't take the right route, then it gets fucky. I'm like, yo, where am I? Even though I've been there for like 6 months already.
Like I'm pretty good when it comes to mapping, I like to say. But I always thought it was because I played video games with a ton of maps. Like, especially, you know, RPGs that had complicated maps. It's like, okay, well, now I remember this and this and this. But I've met people who play video games for a living that have shitty fucking mapping in their heads. I don't know why. It's just, it's like, I guess you already diagnosed me, psychiatrist. Or psychologist. You diagnosed me because you were like, oh, the reason why you have such a good memory is because you always recognize things via context clues. And you're right. I remember this tree. I remember that car. And that's what I use to map myself. And that's what I use to remember words. Yeah. But still, it's like, come on. Look at that fucking tree. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just, I can't do it. So for some reason, it's like, it never makes sense to me. Like, so, okay, oh, by the way, I have this one friend, so she thinks she knows she's really good at, like, the world, right? So we're always, like, following her, like, ways. But when it comes to me, I always follow the easier ways than furthest ways. And I always know how to get to places, like, easier, you know? Even if it's far. Like, I know the better route of taking it, you know? Mm-hmm. But for some reason, she always makes us follow this one long route to get to this place, and it's so annoying. But holy shit, it's so fucking hilarious though, because we're going on a 40-minute journey that could be completed in 20 minutes, and nobody has the balls to tell her that she's wrong.
Well, don't you?
I do, but like, I'm like, yeah, sun's nice, so I'll just walk.
Okay. That reminds me of, like, when I had a friend back in high school where we would take the bus. We were neighbors, right? We would take the bus to the same exact place. But I always noticed that she stopped one stop before her actual stop. She lives, like... Okay, imagine it this way. She lives in this square, just like I live in this square. She lives right next to my part of the corner of the square, which is, like, northeast. But she always gets off at the southwest. I'm like, you're taking the long route. And so one time I told her, hey... We both live, like, literally across the street from each other. Just don't stop here, and we'll get to a better route. And she was like, okay. And, like, I swear, 5 feet after her first stop that she was supposed to, to get off from. She was like, "Wait, where are you taking me?" I'm like, "I'm taking you to a better fucking route." She was like, "No, wait, where are we?" Calm the fuck down. Like,
no, that's
I know.
me. I can relate to that.
And I was like,
no.
I didn't want to say I know where you live because I didn't want to be like creepy about it.
It's like, I know where you live. It's like, don't worry, I'll take you to a safer place. Like, out of context, I would freak out.
Yeah, she was already freaking out, so me being like, don't worry, I know where you live, was not going to help anything.
I don't know, there's a study that says, women and men, and they have, like, different ways of remembering routes, yeah. So, like, for girls, for women, it's like, for females, what we would do is like we would remember pathways, right? But we don't design a map in our head. I'm not saying that all women do this, like, but most of them, according to that study, like so like for instance, it's like if I were walking in real life, right? So in my head, I'll be like, I gotta go right, turn left, and then go straight, and then make another right, and I'll reach my destination. But for guys, it's different. And according to that study, it's like for guys, what you guys do instead is like you guys already have a mental cognitive map of this whole fucking town. So the way you're thinking, it's like, okay, I'm gonna cross I don't know, Charlton Street, and then 2 blocks away I'm gonna stop here and move on. That's how you guys do it instead of how, you know, girls do it. And that's why it's like, holy shit, you know, when you think about it, it's like the differences that we make mentally is really, really cool. At the same time, it's like, oh man, I wish I could do that. Like, I wish I was built that way, you know? Wired that way, at least. Because I would want to imagine, like, the whole world like a huge fucking map, but I can't do that. I imagine it as just pathways, you know?
I don't know. I just sort of go with what I usually go with. I don't. It's just like repetition for me. If I do it enough, I always remember the exact route, you know?
I know, but you know how to take like better routes, or you're like, hey, look at here, we can go here. But for me, it's like if I don't follow that certain path that I already have in my mind, it's like turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left. It's just gonna not make sense to me because I don't know how to get there other than the places I've gone, you know?
Yeah.
Because the routes don't connect in my head, and for you it does. So that's the cool part, which I find really interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, we should stop. It's been going on for an hour, and this is the longest I've ever done the weekly update.
Oh shit! I was just saying, you should probably.
No, it's fine. I don't know how people will react. I hope they enjoyed it.
I don't know if they will, because I'm very, very quiet.
Nah, you were fine. You talked a lot. I talked a lot. We were both annoying, so it was cool. All right, I guess we'll stop it here.
Okay.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Say happy birthday to my girlfriend and draw her fan art. The person who draws the better fan art will get a Steam code to a video game that I don't care about. Alright. Bye everyone.
Really?
I'm not kidding about that. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.